PhD Findings chapter, From Seeing to Understanding, a structured guide with prompts, examples, and checklists. Your findings chapter is where your research speaks for itself. Let the data tell the story before you give it meaning. 1. Purpose of the findings chapter. The findings chapter is where your research comes to life. This is where you move beyond abstract methodology and present the concrete evidence generated from your study, the data as it is, before deep interpretation in the discussion chapter. It is the bridge between seeing, observing, collecting, documenting, and understanding, analyzing, interpreting, theorizing. Your role here is to present results in a clear, coherent, and organized manner. Ensure findings are directly linked to your research questions or objectives. Use appropriate visuals, such as tables, charts, images, and quotes, to illuminate key points without over-interpreting them. Maintain an objective tone while selecting and sequencing data in a way that tells the story of your study. 2. Structured writing prompts. When drafting, answer these prompts for each research question or objective. A. Orienting the reader. What specific research question or questions is this section addressing? What type of data am I presenting? Qualitative, quantitative, mixed. How does this set of findings fit into the overall narrative of my research? B. Presenting the data. What patterns, themes, or results emerged most strongly? Which representative examples, quotes, figures, tables best illustrate these findings? How can I ensure these examples are authentic, not cherry-picked? C. Structuring the chapter. Should I present findings by research question, by theme, or chronologically? How do I transition between different results so the chapter flows naturally? Am I avoiding premature interpretation and staying focused on description? D. Visuals and evidence. Which visuals, such as charts, diagrams, extracts, and images, strengthen this presentation? Are they correctly labeled and referenced? Would a reader understand the finding even without the visual? 3. Example section based on real PhD research theme. Research theme, children's geographies in rural schooling contexts. Section, participation in school decision-making. Data from classroom observations and semi-structured interviews revealed a recurring pattern of exclusion in decision-making processes affecting learners. Across the 4 rural schools studied, learners were rarely invited to contribute to discussions about school rules, resource allocation, or curriculum activities. For example, during an observation in School B, the principal announced changes to the timetable without prior consultation with teachers or learners. This mirrored sentiments expressed by several grade 7 learners, such as, "We just find out on the day what will happen. Sometimes we want to say something, but it is too late." This absence of participatory space was most strongly felt in matters affecting learners' daily routines, such as changes to break times or sports schedules. When asked about their perceived role in school governance, learners in all sites described themselves as followers rather than contributors. Quantitative survey results supported this perception. Only 14% of the 180 respondents indicated that they had ever been consulted on school matters. Table 4.1 below summarizes participation rates across the 4 case study schools. Insert Table 4.1 Learner Participation in Decision-Making by School. 4. Writing tips. Keep the findings chapter descriptive and fact-based. Save full interpretation for the discussion. Use headings and subheadings to break up large sections of text. Align your findings directly with your research questions. Avoid unrelated data. Maintain consistency in the way you present each type of data. For example, always present qualitative quotes in italics and quantitative data in tables. 5. Checklist for a strong findings chapter. All research questions and objectives have corresponding findings. Findings are presented in logical order by theme, question, or chronology. Each finding is supported with direct evidence such as quotes, statistics, and visuals. Visuals are clearly labeled and referenced in text. No premature interpretation, just description and factual presentation. Confidentiality and anonymity are maintained. No identifiable participant details. Transitions between sections are smooth and guide the reader naturally. Happy writing.